the way. Haven't changed, had much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was, where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said, boys are back in town.
Fans, welcome to another exciting edition of Championship Wrestling here in Oak Hill, West Virginia at the Apex Studio Arena. I'm your host, Brian Logan, and at this time, I'd like to bring in Jason Kincaid, the pride of the Plateau, who has been in an embroiled battle against Kirby Mack for the lightweight championship of the world. Jason?
You know what, Brian? Yes, I have been in all these matches with Kirby Mack, but it always seems like something goes wrong. There's always some type of interference. Something always goes wrong. He power drove me, got himself disqualified.
It's Scotty McKeever and the wrestling legend. I mean, what's the meaning of this?
Hey, Brian Logan, you know, right here, I want to introduce everybody to the greatest man, the meanest man to ever set foot in West Virginia, the one and only Gene Madrid. But Jason Kincaid, I have come out with my to-do list, and let me tell you something, boy. You're not going to win anything. You're not going to win anything here in Apex. You're not going to win anything anywhere else in the world. And I guarantee you one thing. Hey, don't you touch me. I guarantee you one thing. You are not going to win that AWA's world title, light heavyweight title. You hear me? You don't have what it takes to win a title. And
Hey, oh!
Scotty McKeever, you want to put your hands on me? We can get in the ring and do it right now.
Right now, you get in there right now. I'll tell you.
Fans, I guess we got an impromptu match. Scotty McKeever, Jason Kincaid, right now!
Well, fans, there you have it. Jason Kincaid, Scotty McKeever. I'm not even in position. Man, what? That thing just happened right here in front of us. That thing just exploded. Jason Kincaid smacking the taste out of Scotty McKeever's mouth. I tell you, this thing is exploded. The wrestling legend, Gene Madrid at ringside, the WAY legend, Scotty McKeever, the trainer of Jason Kincaid, and now the student, I guess, attempting to become the master, and the master's, I guess, attempted to make a lesson, an example, if you will, out of the student. But fans, we've got it right here, action-packed, starting off. I mean, this show, we got Justin Ortega, we got Mr. Black, we've got the Cuban Assassin, the Shooting Star Champion. But right now in the ring, we got Scotty McKeever and Jason Kincaid. As you see, a beautiful monkey flip. Jason Kincaid having his way. Look at that head scissors right there. I mean, this kid has been within inches of winning the AWA World's Lightweight Championship. If you're just joining us, I mean, this thing just broken down. Jason Kincaid was doing an interview at ringside, and it was interrupted by Scotty McKeever and the wrestling legend, Gene Madrid, who's making his return after 27 years to professional wrestling here in Oak Hill, West Virginia. As we see the head scissors as this thing settles down, man, I'm flabbergasted here at ringside. Championship Wrestling, the stars of the American Wrestling Association, the stars of Apex, right here at the studio. You see McKeever trying for the near fall right there on Jason Kincaid. The crowd behind the pride of the Plateau. Scotty McKeever into the corner, delivering that chop, slapping leather. Scotty McKeever, a wily veteran. I mean, I've had some of my toughest matches with Scotty McKeever. Of course, Jason Kincaid, the shining star of Apex. And again, in my estimation, the uncrowned lightweight champion of the world. Scotty McKeever coming out saying that Jason Kincaid is not going to take anything as long as Scotty's here. Man, what a match. As you see the head scissor takedown by Jason Kincaid, the pride of the Plateau, on Scotty McKeever, a wrestling legend in his own right. Of course, Gene Madrid at ringside, a staple for many, many years at WAY Wrestling, which is the cornerstone of wrestling in southern West Virginia. Scotty McKeever refusing to give up. I mean, you're not going to get a submission over the talent of Scotty McKeever like that. Fans, coming up later, we got Jesse Ortega, the Black Attack Challenge. We've got Shane Storm against the Cuban Assassin. That's going to be interesting after what we've seen in the past few weeks as Scotty McKeever works his way up into that leg lace, going into that modified surfboard. Scotty McKeever's a wrestler's wrestler, man. He's been around the world. He's faced the top competition. And Jason Kincaid's got his hands full, but Jason Kincaid, fighting fire with fire, basically came out and said, "You're not going to do this in my interview time," and slapped a taste right out of Scotty McKeever as Scotty hooks into that arm bar. The stars of the American Wrestling Association, Apex Wrestling. As Jason works to a vertical base now. McKeever putting that pressure in, driving him to the corner. Of course, McKeever has the weight advantage. McKeever's a heavyweight where we've seen Jason Kincaid compete in the light heavyweight division. But Jason's technical skill can rise to the occasion. I don't know if it's as good as the technical skill of Scotty McKeever. I guess that's what we're going to find out as he fights fire with fire right there. Irish whip, reversal. Both men accomplished wrestlers, both men veterans. Of course, again, monkey flip again, and into a cartwheel. Head scissors again, and he drops him on the top rope right there in front of the wrestling legend, Gene Madrid. As you see the cameras here at Apex taking you right into the ring, right into the action. Double thrust to the throat. I don't know if that was a legal blow. That looked, like a choke, if you will. And the lateral press and a 2 count. Didn't hook that leg. And fans, we've been talking for weeks. You got to hook that leg when you're in there. Scotty McKeever in control now. And there he is, the wrestling legend, Gene Madrid, all over Jason Kincaid. All over. This is a 2-on-1 situation. Scotty McKeever, I tell you what, he doesn't need Gene Madrid at ringside, but for some reason he's there. As you see Jason Kincaid getting choked out there. And again, Gene Madrid all over Jason Kincaid. He's not even in this match. And now he's biting him. I mean, for years, Gene Madrid has been known as the toughest man in southern West Virginia. He's been out of the area for a while, but making his return to Apex Wrestling and I guess aligning with Scotty McKeever, who just put another karate thrust into the throat of Jason Kincaid, the pride of the plateau, as the fans are getting behind Jason. Scotty McKeever now with the rear chin lock, putting that weight on young Jason, trying to put that weight, trying to put that pressure down to wear his opponent down. Of course, I'm sure Jason is completely wore down. I mean, he's got a little fight left in him, but, I mean, he's facing two competitors here. Referee Herbie Inscott in there, checking the hold, making sure it's not a choke. Jason working to a vertical base. Elbow to the midsection. Irish whip. And he hooks a sleeper hold out of nowhere. Hooks that sleeper. What action we have, folks. Reversal. McKeever flip over the back. Go for the O'Connor roll. And Gypsy's in. Gene Madrid all over him. Referee making sure he's out of the action. Swinging neck breaker. I tell you, that vagabond Gene Madrid, who's traveled around like a gypsy, I tell you what, he's been town to town and territory to territory. And Gene Madrid now at ringside poking his nose into the business of Scotty McKeever and Jason Kincaid. I'm not sure why referee Herbie Inscott didn't disqualify. I guess because Gene didn't actually get a hold of anybody. But the action hot and heavy as the crowd here at the Apex Studio Arena behind Jason Kincaid, the pride of the plateau. Scotty McKeever putting the pressure down. Scotty McKeever's been around the world. He's been everywhere. He's been a veteran for close to 15 years now. Faced them all. Irish whip, reversal. Leapfrog by Kincaid. There's that enziguri. We've seen him in past weeks using that enziguri just as effectively as anybody in this business. Enziguri, both men down. Gene Madrid at ringside cheering on Scotty McKeever. And another enziguri. Roll over into a pin attempt, but I believe he's too close to the ropes there. Scotty McKeever managing to kick out, but I believe he could have just reached up and grabbed that bottom rope if he need to. Forearm shivers. Going for that neck breaker again. Backslide. Backslide counter by Kincaid. Backslide counter. McKeever looking for help. Gene Madrid's in the ring. Is that it? I mean, Gene Madrid just got in the ring. That should be a disqualification. I mean, what's going on here? Gene Madrid all up. I mean, he's involved. I mean, come on, referee. He got to throw this thing out. I mean, I know he's a wrestling legend, but my goodness. Come on, both men in the ring. Come on. I mean, the referee, that's it. I mean, the bell's ringing. We got 2-on-1. Gene Madrid, Scotty McKeever. They're beating the tar out of Jason Kincaid, throwing him to ringside. They're going out after him. This is broken down. Scotty McKeever all over Jason Kincaid. Gene Madrid ramming Jason into that barrier at ringside, now taking him around. Again, look, right into that wall here at the studio arena. Jason Kincaid, Gene Madrid, and Scotty McKeever's all over him like a cheap suit. And a slap for Kincaid. I guess that's tit for tat. I don't know, but there's Scotty McKeever. I can't referee Herbie Inscott checking. There you see Gene Madrid and Scotty McKeever. And I just can't believe this. Fans, we'll be back.
The Quell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Quell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
Welcome to part 2 of Matt Chat with the man they call Flex, and I want to get right into it. I don't waste any more time. I'm going to hit you with the big question. You look great. You're a good wrestler. You've been everywhere because I was the one that took you there. But I want to know, why haven't you done it yet, Flex? Yeah, you're coming to the top of the AWA and Apex, but I want to know about all these other places. You went to Florida, and now you're back. You know, I know you spent some time in OVW. I want to know what's going on in the career, but most importantly, we talk about Planet Hollywood. I want to know what's going on in the mind of Flex.
Well, first of all, where are we going with this? I mean, you already know the answer to these. This is not what we discussed.
Well, I mean, I just, this is constrictive journalism here. I want to know what is it the fans want to know about Jeremy Tully. We talk about Planet Hollywood. What's it really like to be on Planet Hollywood?
Well, you've been on Planet Hollywood. In fact, you have spent quite a bit of time on Planet Hollywood. And it's the point to get me here, put me in the seat, roll the camera, put me on the spot.
No, it's not that. Calm down. It's not that kind of interview. The thing is I want the fans to really, really know. I want them to know, what are they cheering for? Are they cheering for their hero, or are they cheering for something that's, a flash in the pan?
What the hell? I knew when I came here that this is eventually what was going to happen. What I want to know is this. I've been here for a couple of months here at AWA Apex. I want to know, when is the fun going to start? When is the Players Club going to come back? I got in this business because of you. I have laid the better part of myself on highways across the Southeast, bleeding, suffering, no money in the damn bank, and now you bring me out here and want to humiliate me? You want to bring up my past on camera? To hell with you.
All right. This is getting a little out of control. That's not what I meant here. I'm just trying to give the fans something that they want to see about.
What do the fans want to see?
Well, the fans want to know. They want to know what flex is. They want to know what flex in the ring is compared to flex that they see.
You know what the fans want to see? The fans want to see death. It's not enough to read about wrestlers dying at an early age on the internet. They want to see it happen right in front of their faces. That's what the fans want to see.
Well, I've heard you in the past talk about the fringes of society, outlaws, if you will. Now, I know that's a concept that was thrown around in country music back in the 70s.
Oh, but it's much more than that. You see, to be an outlaw does not necessarily mean to be totally against the law. It just means to be outside the law. You see, in Swedish society, they used to ban people out of society when they had broken the rules, and they called them outlaws. You see, I am an outlaw because I have no concern for the rules. I don't dwell in this fine Christian WASP society. You see, outlaws have been banished from the Bible. There are no good-hearted social criminals because we've all been banished to hell. Well, that's not my reality. And that's not going to be my reality when I'm sitting there talking to you. And who the hell are you to look at me like that when you have lived the life you have?
Hey, we're not talking about me. This isn't Matt Chat with Brian Logan. Brian Logan's happily retired. I can't get in the ring no more due to injuries. I can't help. I'm out. I'm just trying to do an interview here.
Is Brian Logan dead?
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
The Home Show. At the Home Show.
Man, that was a great battle there. Jason Kincaid, we're going to check on him later on, but right now we're joined with El Fuego, Jesse Ortega, who's had his hands full in the Shooting Star division. Jesse?
My goal in this sport is become one of the greats. Become like the Ric Flairs, the Steamboats, the Don Coronels. And that brings me here to West Virginia. Become one of the greats. And that brings to you, Flex. You have something that I want, something that's standing in my way. Become one of the greats. Become one of the best. And that's that Shooting Star Championship. Don't think for 1 second I'm holding back. I'm coming at you full force. I'm coming at you with this and that and this. Now, are you ready to step up to the plate and face me, El Fuego, Jesse Ortega?
Well, there you have it. Words from El Fuego. Let's go to ringside and take a look at Jesse Ortega in action.
Guys, there you have it. Jesse Ortega from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at about 210 pounds, going against Raw Talent from Detroit, Michigan, at about 189 pounds. What a great matchup we have here. Shooting star division, if you will. Jesse Ortega has had his hands full with Flex in the past couple of weeks. Gained a non-title victory, but came up short in a title match. I don't think the final chapter has been written in the book of the Shooting Star division as far as Jesse Ortega and Flex is concerned. We're going to hear from Flex later on and get some words and comments about him. Also, we're going to get an update with Jason Kincaid later if we can get word on how his condition is. But right now in the ring, as you see, Raw Talent going behind on a waistlock takedown on Jesse Ortega. Jesse Ortega, former Mid-Atlantic Television champion. The crowd behind Raw Talent, they've really taken to this young star. A different look by Raw Talent this week. Like I said before, Raw Talent has a future in this business, has a future in Apex. If he could just gain a victory, and he's got to get a victory over a top star like Jesse Ortega, which he seems to be doing well at this time. If he could just, somehow manage to hold on and gain a victory, or maybe even a time limit draw, and catapult him in the rankings here at Apex. As you see, Jesse Ortega using that hammerlock, a modified hammerlock, top wrist lock, chicken winging over the other arm into sort of a variation of a full Nelson, into a roll-up. Jesse Ortega is a wrestling machine. He can get it done on the mat. He's a master of the suplexes. He's a tank, if you will, a Brahma Bull. And Jesse Ortega is got a definite future. You're going to see him many times over the year in professional wrestling. As you see, Raw Talent managing some offense and a single leg takedown and ankle pick. And Jesse Ortega back on the offense, choking now, if you will, choking Raw Talent. The Shooting Star division, unique to Apex Wrestling, unique to the American Wrestling Association, as Raw Talent delivers a drop kick, following up on his opponent, a big right hand, goes for the Irish whip, into the corner. Nobody home, and Jesse Ortega basically taking down his opponent, now into the eyes. Jesse Ortega all over Raw Talent, taking firm control now, choking over the rope. Much to the dismay of the crowd here at the studio arena. Laying those boots in, those kicks. We've seen him use those Savate-like kicks. We've seen him use the Enziguri kicks, the front kicks, a variation of a karate move. And he's just very efficient. I had first opportunity to meet Jesse Ortega in Burlington, North Carolina at the lightweight tournament this past fall. I was very impressed with Jesse Ortega, and that's one of the reasons he's here in Apex. Jesse Ortega now choking, I guess, kind of muffling the mouth and delivering those chops. My God, you can hear that ring around the arena. Delivering that chop in there again. Jesse Ortega's a machine. But Raw Talent fighting fire with fire, firing back. He's had enough. Saying, you can't keep me down for very long. Looked like he was going for that headbutt. But into the eyes. Jesse Ortega hooking that suplex. Very short suplex. Roll over into a pin attempt. Grapevine in the arm with his legs. I don't know if you caught that at home. But elected not to hook the leg, but instead grapevine with his leg. That's a mark of a great athlete right there. But a rake to the eye. I mean, he's shown a more brutish style this week. Maybe, I guess, he's throwing the rules out the window to kind of send a message to Flex. We heard from his interview, he's singling out Flex in the Shooting Star division. Both men going at it. Raw Talent with a go behind. Delivering forearms to the back. Has him into the ropes. Both men jockeying for position, but a front face lock, maybe a front choke, and he's got part of that rope, I think. And a big knee lift. And a chop firing back. Man, this thing has went back and forth. A seesaw battle. Raw Talent, he's hanging on there. Oh, and look at that double knee takedown. A la Jason Kincaid. He says he's going up. Raw Talent wants to fly. Nobody home. Went for that big elbow. Nobody home. That's those high-risk maneuvers. If you hit them and capitalize on it, then it could mean the victory, but if you miss, it could mean the loss, if you will. Man, can you believe that Gene Madrid returning after 27 years to television? Man, they just were all over Jason Kincaid. And Jesse Ortega all over Raw Talent here. Raw Talent firing back up. Reversal. Hooks him in that front choke into a DDT. I've never seen that used like that. Kick out, Raw Talent hanging on. He went for a front choke, but turned it into a variation of a DDT, and Jesse Ortega looks stunned. Jesse Ortega having words with the fans here at ringside. Snapmare, and it's going to be that big kick, that spinal tap. Right there. Oh, you feel that up and down the spine and the neck and the lower legs and the ankle. And Jesse Ortega, El Fuego. European uppercut. Big chop. Raw Talent fighting back. They're going at it. This thing's broken down into a brawl. They're all over each other. Jesse Ortega with the forearms. Raw Talent backing him into the corner. Big knee. He's biting him now. He's saying, take that. You want to beat on me? You want to choke me? Then I'm going to bite you. That's a competition here. It's furious in the American Wrestling Association. Reverse of the whip. Duck of the clothesline. Hooks him into a short power slam. That was beautiful. And there's the whip. Oh, no, I thought he had him. I thought he had him right there. I thought that was it. But a 2 count. Raw Talent hanging on. Still fighting back with fire. Both men going at it. Breaking down. Big forearm. Duck of the right hand. Mexican sunset flip. Jesse holding onto the ropes. And he gets it. He gets it. Right there you have your winner. El Fuego, Jesse Ortega. Fans, we'll be back after these messages.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
See the stars of AWA Apex live every Tuesday night at the Apex. Fans, welcome back. The Black Attack Challenge running roughshod against everybody in the American Wrestling Association, and the man doing it is Mr. Black.
Well, I tell you what, Brian Logan, I come out here every week, and they got some other punk in the ring trying to take my money, trying to take my gold. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Black, I've been thinking about this thing. You challenged everybody. You challenged, policemen. They didn't have it. That don't surprise me. You challenged firemen. Not hot enough. They challenged the service workers. They were too busy fighting a war they can't win. But I tell you what, you challenged the wrestlers of the American Wrestling Association, and for $1,000, it just didn't work. And then Katie Cook, she came out and she upped it to $2,000. And then, I got to thinking, and $2,000 just isn't enough for these boys. This is professional wrestling. This is where men are larger than life. This is where the gladiators fight. And I've been thinking, I'm going to help you out. You know what the problem is? The problem is it's not enough. So what I think you ought to do, and I've been thinking about this a lot, what you ought to do is double it. $4,000. Who in their right mind? Most of these people don't even make $4,000 in a year. $4,000 to anybody who can beat you 1, 2, 3, and they get the Apex title. What do you think, Black? $4,000. Double it. That's what you need to do. You need to double it. I mean, double. I mean, you know, $1,000 was good. $2,000 was better, but what's better than 2? 4. $4,000. I'm telling you, to get the matches, I mean, have I led you wrong? I mean, I'm one of the reasons you're here. Have I led you wrong? I mean, come on. $4,000. Brother, I'm telling you, you're going to get the matches you want if you put up $4,000.
Double it. $4,000. And I'll scrape them up too.
Well, folks, there you have it. $4,000. It's doubled. Let's go to ringside for the Black Attack $4,000 challenge.
Folks, there you have it, $4,000. Let's go to the combatants. First from Sin City, 189 pounds, the American Idol, Brett Taylor, and his opponent from anywhere he wants to be, 400 pounds, the Apex champion, the Apex Phenom, Mr. Black. I tell you what, the fans here are going to really be excited with the competition that Mr. Black is going to face. $4,000, that's going to separate the men from the boys and the hungry from the not so hungry, if you will. Mr. Black running roughshod over everybody. You see Brett Taylor in there now. Reverse of the whip. Into the side slam. I mean, I've never seen Mr. Black so vicious. I mean, he talks about competition. This is going to get competition. Man, they're going to be coming out of their woodwork in the American Wrestling Association, in professional wrestling. Anybody who can sign the contract, get in the ring, and beat Mr. Black gets $4,000 cash plus the Apex title. As you see, he's never looked better, folks. He's never looked better. He's all over Brett Taylor right here. And there it is, the Black Attack, and I'm sure that's going to be it. Scrape him up. There you have it, your winner and still Apex champion, Mr. Black. Folks, we'll be back after these words.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
fans, as we hear the music of the tag team champions, we want to give you an update on Jason Kincaid. He has been checked out by the Apex doctor, and he has not suffered any serious injuries. He's roughed up a little bit, but he'll be back to fight another day. And in fact, that other day will be next week. The matchmakers have decided that they're going to put Gene Madrid and Scotty McKeever in a tag match against Jason Kincaid and his partner, Mr. Black, which will also be a part of the Black Attack Challenge. And that'll be next week, fans. So stay tuned to see how this thing develops out, if you will, as we await the challengers in this contest. This thing has really exploded the past few weeks between Team Gay and the Cuban and Devin Davis. As we've seen, Cuban interfered in a match with Jason Kincaid last week that Team Gay happened to make the save, if you will, come to the aid of Jason Kincaid. Fans, let's get the preliminaries out of the way. This is a one-fall singles contest from San Francisco, California, 205 pounds, accompanied to the ring by J.C. Lynch, Shane Storm, one half of Team Gay, one half of the tag team champions. And he'll be facing from Havana, Cuba, 235 pounds, led to the ring by his partner, Devin Davis, the Cuban heavyweight champion, the Cuban Assassin. One fall, 20-minute time limit, a singles contest. And the Cuban starting in on the fans as they're starting in on the stinking Cuban. This thing has really started off hot and heavy with the two teams. Of course, the tag team champions, you see Shane Storm all over the Cuban Assassin. The blood is bad blood, if you will. Big backdrop by Shane Storm. Team Gay becoming the tag champions. They've defended it against the Jive Tones. They defended it against the Southside Players from Mid-Atlantic. They've been really on a roll with this tag team championship, but they've had their hands full with Devin Davis and the Cuban Assassin. During this match, we'd like to take a chance to say hello to Elizabeth and Will Jarvis, one of our big fans that are joining us every Tuesday night. We want to say hello to them as the Cuban Assassin goes to work on Shane Storm in the corner. Choking out again. I've said this every week. Devin Davis and the Cuban Assassin. Cuban Assassin, of course, a second-generation wrestler. Both of these men have the talent, they have the prowess, they have the experience, but they seem to want to break the rules. A big hip toss, and they just followed up by a beautiful full scoop and body slam. Near fall, 2 count. They seem to want to just, throw the rule book out of the window. I mean, they are accomplished wrestlers. I think they would fare well by abiding by the rules. As you see the punches in the corner, but they just, for some reason, they throw the rules out they throw the rule book out the window. Irish whip. Nobody home. Shane Storm hard in the corner. The Cuban Assassin, the advocate of the international object that we've seen him use on many occasions, and lately Devin Davis has been the one giving it to him. Of course, I think that's why J.C. Lynch is at ringside. We almost had, that was a big elbow. I thought we might have had it right there. I think J.C. Lynch is in the corner trying to protect his partner in the life, partner in the ring. And the Cuban down with a double sledge to the back of the tag team champion, Shane Storm. Scoop up now and a slam of his own. Cuban Assassin into the eyes. I've known the Cuban for about 16 years. And I've never seen him look better. He's hungry. He looks great. He's in great shape. That ring-weary body as we see the backdrop. And the cover. Hooks that leg. That's that right there. That's the moniker of a champion. Arguing with the referee. And Devin Davis in the corner. Choking out. And J.C. Lynch around to stop it. Thank God. Devin Davis all over Shane Storm. I don't know why he has to do that. The Cuban Assassin was in control. Now J.C. Lynch arguing with Devin Davis as the Cuban on Shane Storm. guillotines him into that bottom rope. J.C. Lynch calling for his partner in life, partner in the ring to rally out, to really dig deep inside and mount some offense. Team Gorgeous and Young, the tag team champions of Apex. And of course, nipping on the heels, the Cuban Assassin and Devin Davis. A singles match this week, as we see him choking again right over there in front of Devin Davis. Devin Davis taunting him. And Devin Davis again choking him out. Why have he come with J.C. Lynch again around? Devin Davis into that corner. The Cuban Assassin on Shane Storm, saying that nothing's going on. Of course there's something going on. Devin Davis working over Shane Storm and allowing for Cuban to get in there for some cheating tactics, those Cubanistic ways. Cuban has had problems with the lifestyle of Team Gay from day one. You know, fans, I don't condone their lifestyle. I don't support it. But what they do in their own private time is their business. And like I've said before, they're a hero. They are the champions for that lifestyle. And they've been getting it on in the ring. Shane Storm ducking the clothesline. Ducking the clothesline. Big, big knee. We're about 5 minutes gone in this contest. The pin attempt, hook of the leg. Devin Davis cheering on the Cuban, his tag team partner. We saw that tag team contest from a few weeks ago. And again, where is the referee? Monty Brown, where is he? Where is Monty? Where is referee Monty? And the Cuban with the leg choking out Shane Storm again. He's been all over Shane Storm for most of this contest. Shane Storm, flurry of offense in the beginning, but now the Cuban has been all over Shane Storm. The Cuban and the crowd all over the Cuban Assassin. Sunset flip, this could be it. Devin Davis up into the ring just momentarily. Clothesline, Shane Storm down. Cuban dropping that elbow. Saying it was a 3 count, arguing with the ref. Referee Monty Coleman. Cuban ramming Shane Storm into the turnbuckle. Irish whip to the buckle. Another big backdrop. The Cuban Assassin looking great this week, all over one half of the Apex Tag Team Champions. One half of Team Gorgeous and Young. One half of Team Gay. Shane Storm as J.C. Lynch in the corner. But again, Devin Davis. Devin Davis cowering behind the turnbuckle, running from J.C. Lynch as the Cuban all over Shane Storm. Shane Storm managing some offense here. Irish whip to the buckle. Fairy press. And the Cuban's down. The champion goes for the cover. Cuban out the back door. I think he could have got him if he would have hooked that leg. Cuban managing to get out, and the Cuban again with the right hand. Now he's choking him. J.C. Lynch, he finally pops Devin Davis at ringside. This thing's breaking down. J.C. Lynch has had enough of Devin Davis. The Cuban Assassin all over Shane Storm. Devin Davis into the ring. J.C. Lynch into the ring. All 4 men in the ring now. This match is being cut. Referee's throwing this match out. All 4 men in the ring at one time. Team Gay all over the Cuban Assassin and Devin Davis. Devin Davis putting his nose in where he didn't belong. And now J.C. Lynch. Devin driving him back. Shane Storm all over the Cuban Assassin. And this thing is over. Referee's thrown this match out. They're all over him. A 4-way Donnybrook. Man, this has got to come to a head. Team Gay, Cuban Assassin. We got to get out of here. Folks, we'll be back.
The Inkwell Body Art Emporium, tattoos and body piercings by Kate. Choose from thousands of designs or have Kate design one for you. Over 8 years of professional experience, safe, clean, friendly, and affordable. And we also have a large selection of body jewelry available. Southern West Virginia's most reputable body modification specialist. The Inkwell Body Art Emporium. Welcome to your new addiction.
Big savings sales event. The Home Show Beckley. We make owning your home affordable.
The staff of the Home Show Beckley made us feel like family. Purchasing our new home was easy and affordable. Thanks for making our dream home a reality.
Come in today and see how Home Show Beckley can make you feel right at home. The Home Show Beckley. We sell dreams one home at a time.
At the Home Show. At the Home Show.
Fans, welcome back to the studio arena. We've been joined by the Shooting Star champion, Flex.
Yeah, let me tell you something. It's great to be back here this week. All you wrestling fans sitting at home, I need to make a point, and I need to make it right now. If you look behind me, this says American Wrestling Association, AWA. If you're wrestling at some hot dog stand, if you're trying to scrape up gas money for a 1982 Chevette, you're in the wrong business. In the sport of professional wrestling, you are either on your way or you're in my way. So all you outlaw punks, stay at home.
Well, fans, there you have it, words of wisdom. But I tell you what, let's talk a little bit about the Shooting Star division. You're still the Shooting Star champion.
Yes, I am. And I said before, the Shooting Star division is where the competition is the keenest. But I'll tell you what, my New Year's resolution is not to simply compete, but to dominate the Shooting Star division. It doesn't matter if it's Jesse Ortega, Awesome Allen Lynch, Devin Davis, Cuban Assassin. I've been taking this belt all over the country. I recently successfully defended against Cuban Assassin in Bay City, Michigan, and I'm prepared to take it anywhere at any time to stake my claim.
Well, fans, there you have it. We also watched the Matt Chat segments the past couple of weeks, and we're getting ready to see Flex here in a championship match here on television.
Well, let me just say this to close. You know, I travel out of the Apex Arena. I travel the Proud Highway. I walk out on a road of bones, and I nail my competition to power poles behind me. And there's still a seat open in the car.
Well, there may be a seat open in the car, but I'm not going to be traveling down that road. I'm happily retired. Let's go to ringside and check out the Shooting Star champion.
This match is one fall, 10-minute time limit for the Shooting Star Championship. The challenger first from Rome, Italy, the masked wrestler Italiano, and his opponent from Planet Hollywood, 235 pounds. This is Flex. I tell you what, these interviews with Flex keeps getting weirder and weirder each week. I want to state for the record, I'm happily retired. I've competed in the wrestling business for 14 years. I have sustained an injury that will not allow me to be in the ring anymore as an active competitor. I'm happy behind the mic. Flex, as you see, throws the clothesline, crossbody by masked wrestler Italiano. I think that's the foreign cousin of masked wrestler 1 and 2. I think we'll call him number 3. I guess he decided to come all the way from Rome, Italy to compete here and help his cousins out. So masked wrestler Italiano, as you see, a beautiful power slam there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what, it's no secret Flex is my best friend. I'm very proud that he's doing well in the Shooting Star division. As you see, the trifecta of suplexes. We were a team before, but I mean, I can't compete, and I'm not going to compete. I've sustained an injury. And as we see him get ready for the Hammer of the Gods, Hammer of the Gods. And he's calling for that Crossroads, the hole that's brought him the Shooting Star Championship. He's calling for it, rallying the crowd up. There he goes, he hooks the Crossroads. There it is. Fans, there you have it. The Shooting Star Champion, Flex. The Stars of Television Live, January 7th, Sabine, West Virginia. The Upper Laurel Fire Department, bell time, 8:15. January 8th, Summersville, West Virginia, at the Youth and Community Center, bell time, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And Friday, January 13th, Huntington, West Virginia, the Cabell County 4-H, bell time, 8:15.